Welcome to the Transformational Coach podcast with me, Rhona Barton, giving you competence with confidence. Well, welcome back to the next episode of the Transformational Coach podcast. It's lovely to have you here. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've got yourself something nice to eat and drink, or whatever it is you're doing at the moment, settling down to have a listen to this week's episode. And this week, it's all about courage. This is the third episode in our confidence section. Hopefully you found the strength episode last week and the gremlins and critics episode the week before quite helpful, and you're feeling more confident now than you were when you started. In terms of courage then, in my head, since I decided I was doing this topic, I have had The Wizard of Oz playing in my head, and more specifically, the song that the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion all sing. So you have the Scarecrow who sings about wishing he had a brain, the Tin Man wishing he had a heart, and the Cowardly Lion wishing he had courage. So what about you? Are you a cowardly lion? If you could show your prowess and be a lion and not a mouse, as he said, if you only had the nerve. This is where courage comes into it. When we look at the definition of courage, it's really talking about a quality that allows people to sort of face their fears or danger really with a bit of bravery to it. So if I did a quick Google search, or using my Chambers Dictionary app because I love that, then the proper definition would come up as 3 items. Number 1, the quality that enables people to meet danger without giving way to fear. Number 2 being bravery, and number 3 being spirit. Now, I like all of those as a definition. It sits quite nicely with me. And in terms of courage for you, where do you think it works for you? Now, when we think about that lovely little cowardly lion that is part of Wizard of Oz, he goes on in his song to talk about being really afraid to say there's no denying he's just a dandelion, a fate he doesn't deserve. And he would be brave if he only had the nerve. So one of my questions to the Cowardly Lion is, what is stopping you? I mean, it's a fabulous film anyway, and the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, the Cowardly Lion, all excellent characters and very well acted, and I love it. And I especially love it when it goes from black and white into colour, and, you know, we meet everybody in their beautiful, well-designed costumes. It's fantastic. But I just think if I could have half an hour with that Cowardly Lion, we could really help him with his courage. Because what is it he's actually missing? Well, really, it's a little bit of self-belief, wouldn't you say? I mean, he needs to be able to, and eventually does, share his hopes, his dreams with somebody who can support him. And he does that with Dorothy and the Tin Man and the Scarecrow, and even little Toto the dog, he gets in there as well. And the Cowardly Lion, eventually, over time, and to a certain extent without even realising it, he becomes brave. He develops courage. And that's really what the Wizard of Oz is telling them at the end, is you've had these things all along. You've had a brain, you've had a heart, you've had the courage, you've had the ability to get home, Dorothy, all along, if you just believe in yourself. So what is it going to take you to believe in yourself? What is more important than your fear? Because fear's what's stopping you. What do you think is going to happen if you step into that little bit of discomfort and face your fear? Where in your life would being more courageous bring you greater peace? And what would you do if you were more courageous? Would you have made different choices? So come on, tell me, what is stopping you from stepping out of your comfort zone and believing in yourself? There's a great phrase that goes around, usually in the winter time. I'm not saying the C word this early on in the year, but about that time where, Father Christmas comes to visit. And quite often there's a discussion with some of my friends who have children about what age does your child begin to stop believing in Santa Claus? And you say to people, you believed in Santa Claus for 8, 9, 10, however many years, 40 years. Why can't you believe in yourself for 10 to 15 seconds and step out of your comfort zone and try something and see what the reaction is? What is stopping you? Is it fear of failure? Are you concerned about making a fool of yourself? And where does that belief come from? Where does the belief that if you do something that you're not sure about, you'll make a fool of yourself? It might never happen. But one thing I do know, if you don't try, you'll never know. So, be like the cowardly lion who eventually finds his courage. Believe in yourself. Step out of your comfort zone and into your growth zone or your stretch zone. And just try it. You'll get over whatever discomfort you feel. Trust me, I've done it often enough. Don't believe me? Get in touch and let's talk about that as well. You can always book in with a coaching call with me, or alternatively, have a free discovery call session and see if we're the right fit for each other and see if I can help you with whatever it is that's holding you back. Contact me via email on rhona@rbalimited.com, via my various social media links that you'll find across the podcast, or indeed through my websites, rhonabarton.co.uk and rbalimited.co.uk. What's stopping you? Let me know. In the meantime, I will be in touch with you again next week, where we're looking at passion, which will be coming to the end of our confidence series. So let's see you put some of this confidence into action. Let me know how it's going for you. In the meantime, look after yourselves, stay safe, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.